Anyone have any questions, guys? Any doubts? Anything that you wanted to discuss? And now, okay. So, in the previous session, we learned all the basic commands, right? How to get the IP address and how to get the CP information, memory information, how to change the host name and all, right? Today, we're going to discuss some filtering commands, kind of, okay? What is like filtering command, how we can use it, okay, in the real world. So let's say the head and tail commands first, okay. What is meant by head and tail commands mean both head and tail commands by default gets 10 lines, 10 lines, okay, from file, okay. So for example, you have some data. Let's take some data from somewhere. For example, I'll take this data, okay, until here, copy this, and I'll just copy copy into something like in a file, okay. Let me just open this, add greater than file name, okay. So I'm giving data as a file name. This is the data. Control D to save the file. Now if you see cat space data, this is the data. Cat option and data, we can see the line numbers 1 2 3 4 until 17, right? So if I use head command, okay, head file name, it will only show you 10 lines, top 10 lines. Can you see top 10 lines, right? So s first s socket os something like that, right? So here it is ninth line, but 10 lines, like even the empty line also it is there here, right? So 10 lines it is able to fetch. For example, if you use tail command, tail data, so it will be able to fetch bottom 10 lines. Bottom 10 lines it will be able to fetch, okay, by default. So for example, if you want only the top first top one line, so first line, if you want to fetch, this is how you can fetch it. For example, top two lines you can fetch this way, okay. For example, top 15 lines you can fetch this way, head option 15. We can give the number to get the 15, top 15 lines, okay. So for example, bottom 15 lines, if you want, tail hyphen 15 and then the file name, okay. This how you can get the like bottom number of lines, whatever the number you keep it here, that many number of lines it will actually show you, okay. So now, there is one more command, tail hyphen f, okay. Tail hyphen f, it means trailing logs. Trailing logs. So for example, I'll take one more session here, okay. Duplicate session, I'll take it. Let me make it on the right and the left, okay. So here root, I'm logging with the root user, okay. So here in this, let's say like I'm creating, let's say, um, I'm actually showing a file here, okay. For example, data only. This is the data. Can you see? You can clearly see that it is printing this one, right? So now, if I want to add up the data to the data file, how can we do that? Cat double greater than file name, right? So if I add some data, data is here, enter. It is adding or not, right? It is adding here. Data is here, right? So data is still here and adding to tail tail hyphen f command. So something like that I'm typing here. You can see it is adding here, right? It means what? Trailing logs, whatever it is happening in the system to that file, the latest changes it will be updating, okay. This is very useful to see the logs. For example, let's say, trailing logs, if you want to see, okay. Tail hyphen f slash var slash log messages, okay. So in this file you can see the all the data. Whenever some changes happen to the system or anything, right, it will log, right. For example, let's say control C, su hyphen sai, so it is updated. Can you see it here? Right, so here into this system, it is I mean switch to the sai user, and specific pts2, it is terminal. Right, you can, it is clearly showing here tty command. If you run, this is the device, right? To the same device terminal it is logged in. Something like that, you can use tail hyphen f command. I'll just write down here tail hyphen f. Okay, so tail hyphen f, and then the file name, to see the trailing logs, to get the trailing logs. Okay, it's very useful to get the updated data. Okay, ma. So I'll show you some other filtering things later. Now wc command. What is wc? Word count. Word count mean like how many number of lines, how many number of words, how many number of letters or characters in a file. Okay, if you want to count that, we can use wc. Okay, let's say, let's maximize this. wc data, whatever the data we just given. Oh, it is not here. Exit from here, root user, wc data. You can see here 19 lines in a file, right? And one or two words, and 528 characters. That is how you can get it. For example, if you want to see only the lines, wc optional data, the whatever the file. Okay, you can see 19 lines in this file, and wc option w for words data, you can see one or two lines, right? Sorry, one or two words, one or two words, and then wc hyphen c, and then the data file, you can see 528 characters or letters. Okay, so this, so I can fetch it. So what is the use of it means, like you can say this, you can see this way, but I'll tell you some other stuff later. Like I mean, how to, for example, you have ll command, you are running it, there are many files or directories here. How many files or directories if you want to fetch it? I mean, if you want to see the number, WC optional you can give. Okay, you can see 48. It means 47 because it is actually total 40. It is there, right? Here total 40, but here you can see 48. It means this will not comes under any file or directory, right? This is just showing the size or something, but here this is actually the number. I mean, how many number of lines or words, all the things, I mean number of files or directories, it will show you. What is pipeline and all, I'll tell you a bit later. Okay, so wc now, you know um, head and tail commands now, head and tail, right? So I'll tell you some filtering commands, some basic filtering commands. Okay. So there are some basic filtering commands. Basic filtering, I would say operators. Okay. Semicolon and pipeline. Semicolon and pipeline. Okay. What is semicolon means? We can run multiple commands. We can run multiple commands. Okay. And also we can run multiple commands. We can run multiple commands. Okay, and pipeline also, like we can filter the data from using multiple commands. Okay, using multiple commands. What is the difference? Like these both are same, it looks like, but there is a difference. I'll tell you now. Okay, see guys, you have a date command, semicolon. If you want to see uname hyphen r, that is a kernel version. If you want to see uname hyphen r, and I want to see the memory free command. Okay, and I want to create a directory, for example mkdir or something, like insert slash opt something, test application, something like that. I wanted to create a directory, right? So how many tasks I'm performing here? 1 2 3 4 commands I'm running. So what it does is, if the date command successful, then it will go to -r. -r, if it is not successful, for example, even though if it is not successful, it will go to next command. Okay, something like that. Each command is independent here. Okay, so this command will run, and it will go to this command and it will run, and then it will run this command and it will run this command. So just give enter. You can see the date, you can see the like kernel version, you can see the memory details here, right? And you can see the directory created or not. Let's verify it. ls-l/opt. Okay, so you can see here test application which is there, right? So which we just created, something like this. You can run multiple commands at a time. Okay, now the same commands, for example, let's take the same commands. Testing application 1 I'm keeping here for now. Okay, date I'll keep, and uname -r, uname I'm keeping like there is spelling mistake or anything, or command itself is not there, something like that. Okay, see guys, date command will run. This uname command, it's wrong, spelling is wrong or command is not there, whatever. Okay, spelling is wrong. If this is not successful, then it will not move to the next command. You are getting it? This command will run. If this is successful, it will go to next command. This will not successful, right? Because it is a wrong command, right? So this command is not there. Uname it's there, but the spelling is wrong, means this is not there, which means it will not move, it will not move to the next command. Okay, so something like that. It will not move to this command as well. It will just interrupt here itself. Okay, just give enter. You can see the date. Okay, you can see here this will not run, right? So command not found, you name it is not there. Then it will once done this, it will enter to the free command. So free command is successful. And then mkdir I think it will work it, because it is all semicolon, right? So this will run means it will not run, something like that, right? So let's keep all the unds here. Let's see what will happen. And okay, now in this case, see guys, it is successful, it is not successful, but still next to semicolon means it actually ran this command, it actually ran this command also, right? But in here this will run, and we kept, and this will be failed. If it is failed means next is and, right? So it will not go, it will not move to these commands. Did you observe? Right? So you can see date command ran, and then uname command is not successful. It is actually stopped here itself. It is not given any I mean free output here, right? So you can see free output, it is not here, right? So that is how like and will work. Okay, so in simple terms ma, I'll tell you a simple thing here. Okay, so if we have one command, okay, if we have second command, command 1 or command 2. Okay, so if command first command is successful, true, second command is also successful. Okay, first command is false, first command is true, false, false. Okay, this is false, this is true, this is false, for example. Okay, so if you go to result now. Okay, so what would be the result for semicolon, what would be the result for and? Okay, so here, if all conditions are true, it is true. Okay, I mean, if this is also will get true, at least one should be true, it will run actually. Okay, it is kind of something like this. It will be false. If all conditions are false, then only it will be false. It will not execute any command. It it will always like give all error commands. It will be errored out. Okay. Now it is un, right? Un means it is un. So if all commands are true, then on it will be true. Okay, this will get false. This will get false. This will also get false. It will run kind of something like this, but not exactly the same. Okay, you no need to know all this, but you should know semicolon means we can run multiple commands, independent commands, and un means if the previous command is successful, then it will run the next command, something like that. Okay, so that is what these commands, these things. Now we need to know pipeline. What is meant by pipeline here? See, cat space hyphen and data. We have this data. Cat space hyphen and data. We have this data. In this data, okay. So I want to fetch only the eighth and ninth lines. These two lines I want to fetch. Okay, these two lines I want to fetch. Now cat hyphen n data pipeline. Okay, so here pipeline means what it does is it will actually pass whatever the output coming to this command, it will pass as an input to the next command. Actually, that is what pipeline. You are getting it. So here I'll pick head option 9. Okay, all the top 9 lines I'll pick it. So head hyphen 9, hyphen 9 and hyphen 10, I guess, right? Or hyphen 9 only, hyphen 9 data. Not data, I don't keep any data, because whatever the output coming to this command will be passed as an input to this command. Okay, just give enter, you can get it like 1 to 9 lines we got it. Now I want only the 8 and 9 lines, right? These two lines I want, right? So what to do now? So again give pipeline without giving head. Now tail hyphen 2, it means bottom two lines. So whatever the output coming for previous command, right? This is the previous command output, right? This is the output for this command, right? So tail hyphen 2 means these two lines. These two lines we can fetch it. Right? Tail hyphen 2. That's it. 8 and 9 lines. Got it, ma? So this is how you can get specific lines. For example, I want only the fifth line. How to do? Right? I want only the fifth line. Cat. I'm just giving cat option and data because just wanted to see the line number. Okay, we are picking the correct data. So cat option data pipeline. So I pick 1 to 5 lines, and later head 5. I mean tail 5, right? Tail 1. Sorry, head 5 and then tail 1. It means only we will be able to fetch fifth line, right? So for example, head hyphen 5, it will pick on all fifth line, all 5 lines. Okay, until fifth line, and tail hyphen 1. It means bottom one line, that is fifth line. In this output, what is the actual fifth line of bottom one line? Actually fifth line. So that is the reason tail hyphen 1 will fetch the fifth line, something like this. It's very important. Maybe if you're attending for interviews, they will ask you actually, so how to fetch specific number of lines, or any I want to fetch only the seventh line, I want to fetch only the fourth line, I want to fetch only the fifth line, for example, right? So how to fetch it? I want to fetch 6 and 7 lines. Okay. So cat hyphen n data pipeline, 6 and 7 lines, right? Until 7 I'll pick it. So head option 7. 7 lines got it. So 6 and 7 lines I want. So for same thing pipeline, 6 and 7, right? So tail hyphen 2. Only 2 lines I want. 2 lines. 6 and 7 lines we will be able to fetch. Okay, so this is how we can get the data, I mean filtering the using filter command. Okay, For example, not only this, give ll command. You have many files and directories here. If you want to fetch what are all the, I mean, how many number of files and directories, give wc hyphen l, number of lines. Number of lines in the sense, this is one file or directory, this is one file or directory, something like that. It will count 1 2 3 4 5, how many number of lines, right? So 48 lines, it means 47 only, because first one is not counted, right? It means 47 lines only. Got it, ma? Okay, so that is how you can get the number of lines or anything. Okay. uh yeah, something like this. Mostly this is very I mean, everyday use it, basically, to see the number of files or directories. Or if you want to see what are all the files starting with f, okay, llf star, for example, these are all the things, right? So if you give pipeline wc option l, you can see 19 files are starting with f. Okay, so ll file star, for example, okay, these many files. So wc up hyphen l, you can get 14 lines, 14 files starting with 5, something like that. You can also you can also count this way if you are fetching something different. Okay, but I'll tell you some advanced commands later in later sessions. Okay, cool. Next is more and less command. Okay, what is more and less commands? More, less. Okay, so more and less commands, let's say more and then the file name, we can fetch this way, but I need more data. So what I'll do is cat double greater than cat space data double greater than data. Okay, so same input file, it is not picking. Okay, fine. Cat space data multiple times I am printing. Okay. Okay, double greater than data 1, for example. So these many times the data will be repeated and then kept in the data 1 file, right? So if you see cat space data 1, there is more data here. You can see more data. Okay, now cat space um, data 1, you are getting like until end it is getting, but it is not clear. Let me take all the data here. Okay, cat greater than data 2, let me paste it here. Okay, control D to save the file. Okay, we have this data. Okay, cat space hyphen n data 2, how many lines we have? 1381 lines we have. Okay, ma. Now cat hyphen n file name, if you are giving, okay, I want only the specific line, for example 10 lines I want. Okay, so what you do, head hyphen 10 and then the file name data 2, we can get this way, right? But if you use more, okay, so what will happen means, we can see like the page by page data. You can see these are the page by page data. For example, pressing enter, line by line we can see the data. Press enter to see the data line by line. Pressing space, we can see page by page. 7%, 8%, 11%, 13%. You can observe at the bottom, right? So space, like you can see percentages in percentage. Okay, so you can see all the data in the like specific percentage wise. You can see page by page. I'm pressing space. B means back page, ma. B means back page, previous page. Space means next page, next page. Enter means next line. Okay, something like this you can give. Okay, so if you want to come out, just press q. Q means to come out. So once you verify the data, you can come out, something like that. Tail, there is one more command, less command. Okay, less and then the data file, you can just in the same way. Okay, you can press a space, I mean, this is the end of the file. Okay, press Q to come out, less data 2. This has more data. If you are pressing enter, okay, line by line we can get it. Space means page by page. V means back page. Okay. For example, if you want to fetch specific command, for example, uname, in the VA editor we give slash and the word, right, to find, to search for a word, right? So in the same way here also you can search for word slash uname, give enter. Can you see ma? Uname it is highlighting. Press N to go to next now. Next finding, it will keep on finding next words. Something like that. Pattern not found now. That is done. Okay, something like this. Even you can use question mark uname, for example. Enter. It will fetch it. Okay. See, if I'm pressing small n, it is going to previous search. Something like that. Okay, so if you want more options, press h for help. There will be more options here: moving, forwarding one line, backwarding one line, forward one window, backward one window. There are many options here. Press enter. You can see for searching how many ways you can search for a word or string, anything. Okay, or jumping, how to jump. Okay, jumping and all, you can see character files and all. Okay, you can go through all these options and then you can learn it. Okay, but actually we used only these searches to see, to verify the logs mostly. Even that is useful to you. Okay, if you want to search for a specific pattern also, you can search it. um, so moreover, like more is to see the data in the form of like page by page or line by line. Less also same, but in the less command there are many other options. Less is a uh, less is actually latest command on top of more. Okay, so we can go for less command if you want to see the data, if you want to search for something, in a string. It is mostly used to verify something in the logs. Looking at the logs, if you wanted to search for specific error message, then less command is very useful. Okay, cool. So next is ls command. What is ls command? Ls means list out. Okay, so give ls, you can see like all the files. If you see here, if you see here, anaconda ks cfg and cal data 1 data desktop, and then all d's and f, all f m p and then v. Every column it is actually sorted in alphabetical order, right? Alphabetical order it is sorted, correct? So ll or ls hyphen l, right? Ls hyphen l if you give, you can see in the sorting, right? A C D, in sorting order we can see the date, we can see the file names. Okay ma. So if you already know what is hidden file, whatever the file or directory starting with dot, that is hidden file. Even if you want to see the hidden files, ls hyphen a means all including hidden files. Okay, including hidden files, you can see the data. See dot bash underscore history dot bash underscore logout. These are all like environment configuration files, starting with dot. These are all like hidden files. Okay, these also hidden file, these are also hidden file. If you want to see including hidden files, ls hyphen a. If you want to see in the long list, ls hyphen l, long list. ls hyphen la, ls-la means long list, and then all files including hidden files. All files including hidden files also it will get it actually. Okay ma. So now ls-la, r means reversing the output. Reversing the output means, see here alphabetical order it is sorted out and then it is showing. It will reverse the output. It means x it will come up actually, up, I mean on the top. Okay, Just give enter. You can see anaconda came down, and then here x starting with x. It means descending order. Descending order mean you can see the output in the reverse order. Reverse order you can see the output. Okay. So ls hyphen alr, you can keep any format, guys. lar, alr, or ral, any order you can keep it. There is no there is no specific thing actually. Okay. You can keep in any order. The options you can keep in any order. Okay. So alr, right? A means all including hidden files, L means long list, R means reversing the output. If you want to like based on timestamp, based on the time, if you want to sort, okay, based on the time, okay, T, give enter. You can see December 29, 2020, 2013, right? There is a old file, and then latest file will be on the top. July 29. These are all latest files, right? We just created today. Latest file will be on top. Okay. If you want to reverse this output, A L T, or you can keep A L or T or T R, anything. Okay. Reverse the output. It means latest file will come on the bottom. There are many files. Every time we need to go up, right? So for example, I create a file here, something like data 100. There is some data here, control D. Okay. Now if you see like ls hyphen l, data, where is data 100? It is maybe on the top. See, it is very difficult actually to find. I mean, it will take a lot of time, right? So data 100 on the top, but I want latest file on the bottom. ls space hyphen alrt. Okay. Al long list, or means reverse output, T means timestamp based. Using timestamp, it will reverse the output. So latest file on the bottom. Okay. See guys, you can see here 929 bytes, 4683 bytes, 4096 bytes, and 1860 bytes. If you want to see 35160 bytes, how much is MB in MB or KB or GBs and all, right? If you want to see in that format, AL or T, H. H means human readable format. Even you can give AH or just H, that is also fine. But I'm giving AL or TH. H means human readable format. You can see it is in KB. It is also in KB. This is in bytes, not even 1 KB. This is 35 KB. If more data, it will show G also. G means GBs. If you okay, if any file in terabytes, a single file will not be in terabytes mostly. If that is in terabytes, it will show maybe T also. Okay. So you can see something like this. Okay, in the human readable format, you can see whether it is a KB, GB, MB, and all. Okay. So ls hyphen alrth. Okay, you can see the data. Now I'll tell you the fields of ls command or ls hyphen l command long list. Okay. See guys, first one is type of the file. Here you can see type of the file. D means directory. Hyphen means ordinary file. It means normal text file. D means it's a directory. It's a directory. And if you go to slash dev, okay, slash dev give ll, you can see here C. C means chart device file. Chart device file only used by the system. We cannot use it, but this is only used by the system. Okay. B means block device file. You can see B here, not D, B. B means block device file. Block storage, right? All the disk or partitions are block storages. So you can see B. B means block devices. You can see here, this is the disk type. You can see SDA, SDA1, SDA2, these are partitions. So those are block devices. Okay, something like that. We have many other files, like hyphen means regular file, and D means directory, L means link file or shortcut file, B means block device file, and C means a chart device file, which can be understood by only OS, and P means pip file, that is OS purpose, and S means socket file, OS purpose. These are all the file types, the first field. Okay. Next, second field would be permissions. Okay. Give CDs. Okay. CD means just go to home directory. Okay. I'll take something like this, only these four lines for now. I'll just paste it here. Okay. So in here, the first field, second one is permissions. What is permissions here? See guys, this is all about permissions. Okay. So permissions are read, R means read, W means write, X means execute. Okay. So read means you can read the data in a file. Write means you can edit the data in a file. And X means if you have execute permission, we can execute the file. Either it could be shell script, either it could be any command. For example, we are running uname-r, uname command you are running. So uname command should have executable permission. Then only we should be able to run the command. We should be able to execute the command. Okay. So if you want to execute any of the command or script anything, you require execute permission. Read write already. So here, if you're keeping rwx r hyphen x, okay, rw hyphen r rw r hyphen hyphen, for example. Okay. So what is the first rwx means? This rwx is for user. First one is for user. Second one is for group. Third one is for others. This is for user. Okay. And this is for group. Okay. And this is for others. User, group, and then others. Okay. So user means it's a owner, right? So first one is it's a owner and it is a group. It is a primary group. That's it. The user itself will be a primary group. So user root have RWX permission. Group also root here. So the same permissions apply here, but group RW hyphen here. Hyphen means no execute permission. Here, no write permission, no execute permission for others. So others can read this file, but not write the data. They can only read the data in this file. You got it. So they can only read the data in this file, right? But they cannot write the data, or they cannot execute the file. The others cannot execute. It means root have read write permission here. They can read the data and write the data in a file, but he can't execute. Root can't execute. Others also, like others can only read the data because you can see only are here, something like that. Okay. So these are the permissions. Next is number of hard links count. Hard links count. Okay. So hard links count, how can we get it? Means this is the field where we can get the hard links count. The link files and all will be next topic. You'll get to know there. Okay. So root owner of the I mean this file owner. What is the owner of the file, and what is the group of the file, and 24 the size of the file, 24 bytes, or if it is KB, it will be shows in the KB if you use option H in ls-l command. And this is last modification or creation date and time. Creation or modification date and time. So if it is created and didn't modify, this could be creation date and time. If it is like modified, modification date and time. So when it was modified previously, July 22nd, 10:53 on that time, it got modified. The file name. Last one is file name. So totally there are seven fields, actually eight fields. Sorry, eight fields we have. So first one is the type of the file, and permissions, number of hard links count, and owner of the file, group of the file, and size of the file, the last modification or creation time date and time, and the file name. So I already clearly written here. You can go through them, right? So ls hyphen l, all the fields you got it. So let's say hyphen l means long list. Okay. A means including hidden files. Okay. Hyphen r means reverse the output, reversing the output. H means human readable format. Okay. um T means timestamp based. Okay. Timestamp, sort based on timestamp. Sort based on timestamp. Okay. And there is one more I means show unknown number. Show unknown number. Okay. What is an unknown number? See, we have slash first place. Inside slash, we have boot, we have root, we have opt, we have var, and all. There are many things. Inside boot, we have many files again, right? Inside root, we have many files again. It will be all in the what actually in the tree format, right? I mean, all in the tree format, right? It means it will actually have the directory structure. Okay, different directory structure. Okay. So for the system itself actually maintain a unique number for each and every file in the system. For each file in the system, it will maintain a unique number to identify uniquely by the system. So it will maintain an INO number. Okay. So INO number is something. INO number mean it's a system defined unique number. It's a system defined unique number to identify each file in the system uniquely. Each file in the system. Okay. To identify each file in the system uniquely. That is called INO number. This is system defined number. System defined unique number. Okay. So this is used by system only. Okay. This is used by system only. There is no use for us for now. Okay. So here see, ls hyphen li means long list including the INO number. We can get it. This is the INO number. Each and every file we can see the INO number. So INO number is something used by system only. We can't use it actually. Okay. Only system will use it. Okay. So why we use this INO number means, see guys, you have a 40 GB partition. 40 GB partition. There will be some number actually, maybe for example this number. Okay. So it means ones, two, ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, right? 10,000s, lakhs, 10 lakhs, something like that, right? So this could be the maximum. Let's take some random number. I'm picking it here. Is the random number. Okay. So here so 787, something like this. Okay. If you keep commas, okay, that is fine. So this is the random number. These many number of INO numbers we can, I mean this many number of files we can create in this 40 GB. That is the space. In a simple way, in the simple terms, if you take any company, there will be a number of employees, right? So I mean, if they have more work, they will hire more people. If they don't have like more projects or more work, I mean, based on the project, based on the number of people that they require, right? They hire, right? They can't hire more people, right? If there is no space also, they can't hire, right? So in the same way, here also 40 GB partition. Maybe I'm taking some random number. This many number of files or directories we can create in this partition. Not more than that. Okay. So if you are creating more files, okay. For example, we created this many files. We created all are empty files or some data files and all. You have only, I mean, the data 20 GB full, but still 20 GB is there, right? But I know number is full. This many number of files are there. Can we create one more extra file? Means we cannot create. Even though space is available, we cannot create a new file because the inode number limit is exceeded already, right? So there is also one thing. I mean, if you take any college, right? In college, there will be specific number of people. Okay, 120 seats are available. If 120 seats are full, then they cannot take any new student, right? They can't take because already seats are full. Even though space is there, the limit the seats number that they set, they can't exceed more than that number, right? From one college, there is a limitation, right? So in the same way for 40 GB, if you take this is as a maximum inode numbers we can create, means this many number of files we can create in this partition, not more than that. Even the space is available, we cannot create files. Okay. So inode number is a uniquely like system defined number to identify each file uniquely in the system. This is used by system only, not by the human. And if for every partition there will be a specific numbers for inode numbers actually. If the inode number is exceeded, even though space is available, we cannot create any file, we cannot create any new file. If you want to create a new file, definitely you need to delete the old files and then create it. Okay. So that is it. Yeah, so tomorrow we'll go through some other things. Okay, link files and all. We'll go through them in next 2 to 3 days. The basic commands will be completed, then we'll move to the further topic. Okay. Any questions, anyone, guys? Any doubts, anything that you wanted to discuss? Any doubts? I'll be sending these notes. If any doubts, let me know. Okay.